Hello. Hello. Oh, did I just freeze the game again? I did. Never mind. I didn't. Haha. Anyways, I spent a little bit of time in this save between recordings. Mostly just getting all of the ships that we had in storage kitted out. Bought a few more too, but got those all kitted out and everything. Got our officers leveled up a little bit. Just general improved the fleet back in Myosura. We've still got the Legions, another Restreza, I think. A few other ships sitting in there all kitted out and ready to go if we were to need a beefier fleet, but this is pretty beefy as is. And though I wanted this go around to be finishing off the Legio Infernalis, the Persian League beat us to it. While I was training up the legions and getting some experience on them so I could build them some hull mods, they went ahead and finished them off. So, unfortunately, we won't be finishing them off here. So I decided it'd be a good time to start on the main story again. Alright, which means we're going to be asking about the Tritachyon Black Site Extraction mission. Yeah, I'm not gonna read all that, but if y'all want to, be my guest. Now's your chance to pause the video and have a read. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So it's a black site with mercs. Yep, got it. What's the mission? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So there's an academician at a Tritach black site. And they're gonna give me 100,000 to do it. Wonderful. Well, that's a decent little jump away, but we'll go ahead and... Alright. So let's go ahead and head out. Because I was thinking, we've built up a large number of resources, we've got a decent amount of money, we've got some good ships, enough to defend against most comers. Keyword most. That we should probably start colonizing soon. And I have a couple candidates. And maybe you guys can help me decide, because there's pros and cons to both here. First one is Beta Seaborg up here, which has a Terran planet and a jungle world right next to each other, with a cryosleeper, so their population will explode quickly. However, it is way out here, and I have not found, though I haven't, explored every system nearby them, there is not a gate system anywhere close. And of course, once we complete the main story, we will have the ability to use those gates. Spoiler alert. The other candidate is gonna be... I don't know if y'all can hear my neighbor's dog barking. I don't know what the hell my neighbor's dog is barking. Oh, where is it? Having a brainlet moment here. Should be... Yep, there we go. New Azov and Alpha Brea. Alpha Brea's actually got 2 Terran worlds and a gas giant. And then New Azov right next to it. The Independents beat me to the water world there, but there's actually a really good arid world. And some barren worlds with decent resources on them in this. So I would have 2 decent systems right next to each other here, and we're just a little hop, skip, and a jump away from the core worlds. And New Azov has a gate. Plus, we'd be, I believe, pretty close to Lethia. It's somewhere down here. which has a really good ship seller that sells things like that Ristreza and Great Houses, Legions, and stuff like that. Personally, I'm leaning more towards going out here and colonizing those two Terran worlds, hanging around them to get things started, and then going over and starting to colonize New Azov as well. It'd be a nice little pocket, and there's a couple systems around here with some decent planets in it as well, so this would give us plenty of room to colonize kind of this area out here, set up a big old space empire slowly over time, and still be close enough to the core worlds to be able to routinely trade and interact with them. So I think that'd be more interesting, but let me know what y'all think about it. Now, in the meantime, let's go ahead and start heading out towards our target. We've got a black site to raid. And of course, I brought 400 elite marines and 200 heavy armaments. That shouldn't be an issue. Now, we did resign our commission with the Persian League since the Legio threat was over and I didn't want to get dragged into a war with anybody else. Which, surprise, surprise, they declared war on the hegemony right after, so that was smart. I mean, it means we're not making quite as much money now. We're actually losing money because of all of our hired officers, and I did already pick up a few administrators, even though we haven't started colonizing yet, just to get a head start on that. So we shall see, we shall see. But for now, we're gonna be taking a loss as far as monthly income. But it's not like we haven't been making good money. All right, just from fighting. Oh, we had a little freeze, Okay, there we go. That was just a couple second freeze. I'll just pause the recording to make sure. Alright, first, before we jump in there, let's go dark. And there's something hostile right there, so. Alright. No, where's our accepted? There we go. Game Appalling 9 is where we're trying to go. They're like, oh hell no, stay the hell away from me. Yes, good, run. You should. Consider the size of my fleet and how fast it still is. That's because we built in all those upgrades, the solar shielding and the tuned burn drive and Stardust engine enhancements. We put that on all the slow ships to make them fast. Plus, with all the exploring we've been doing to get the do all the prerequisite random missions that Galatia Academy gives you leading up to this one, found quite a few colony items, and with the special whole mod upgrades mod, we actually built one of them, or not built one in, but put one of them on our flagship, the Artorias, which, yeah, that's all. Considering we use a beam weapon as our main on here, increases damage by 5%, reduces flux cost by 10%, increases shield damage by 15%, and increases range by 20% for all energy weapons. So that's huge, because we got the Mjolnir cannons on here, and of course the beam lance. Alright. Alright. If y'all want to read that, go ahead. Oh, an EMP goes off. Yep. Transverse jumping. We know how to do that. Let's get out of here. We got our target. So let's beat feet back to Galatia. Which I'm real glad we don't have Galatia in the hands of Legio Infernalis anymore. That was making the thought of doing missions for the Academy a real massive pain in the ass. But now, it was before Legio took it. The planet in there, Ankara, was in the hands of the Hedge. It's now in the hands of Persean League, but that doesn't really matter as long as it's not in the hands of like pirates, Pathers, or worse, Legio. It's all good. But Legio is a thing of the past now. I mean, luckily we were able to find Legio blueprints for some of their ships and stuff before they perished. But they're no more. Alright, excellent. Extract the researcher complete. Excellent. We've been summoned to talk to the provost. Just a moment, Sir Hasamir Fenring. There's your daily Dune reference. Seems like I tend to go with a theme each playthrough, and maybe because, you know, like a week before we started recording this playthrough, I went and saw Dune 2, so it makes sense. But that's the name that's in the books, not the movie. So like I said before, if you want to read this, go ahead. Be my guest. Pause on each one for just a minute, but I've done this main story a bunch of times. It's been a while since I've done it, so I'm kind of quick reading over it, but feel free to pause and read if you want to. I don't want to blow my voice out tonight. My voice is already bad enough today. Oh, that's where she lets the cat out of the bag that we're gonna try and reopen the gates. Alright. Yes. Take the diplomatic path. Will I be blackmailing Garus for you? No. And we'll start that one as well. But we're going to start off by going to Filkenild. We'll start with getting Scylla Corius. I mean, we gotta find her first, but that's its own lovely little thing. But to Western S we go. We're in the core world, so it's not that far. Just a little hop, skip, and a jump. Quite literally in this case. That damn hyperspace lag. That's what happens when you run this many mods and all that. Even with upgrading to Java 8 and allocating a lot more RAM in the Vimperams file. Be glad I didn't go with the giant size sector. We'd be here all day just for any short little trip across Hyper. All right. Bilkenhild. Shuttle to the surface to peruse the list of Koryu's associates. Alright. Once again, go ahead and take a read if you wish. Oh, I didn't mean to skip through that one so much. Give you a little scroll up here in case you want to read through. Damn, that's the icon I normally use for me. Alright. Nah, you suck. Never mind. Alright, we'll grab a quick top off on supplies. You know they're a little expensive here. And then one moment, we'll be continuing. Alright, so we need to head to Isra system. Let's head over there. Excuse me, I had to step away for 1 second, you know, nature calls. Not that I always forget, you know, it's an old habit from streaming that when I pause recording, y'all ain't seeing it. You can't catch me, dorks. Hee hee. Wow, absolutely mogged, and I wasn't even emergency burn. Alright. Man, supplies are expensive out in this region of space. Well, if I remember correctly, I think we gotta sniff around at the pirate station. I believe. I'm just going off of memory of the last time I did this, which was a hot minute ago. Uh-oh. And they're kind of mad at me here, apparently. I would wonder why. Wonder why? It's not like I haven't killed massive amounts of pirates in my day here. Alright. Okay, excellent. So everybody's asking about it. Lovely. Alright, so we definitely discovered there's something goofy going on. Something a little silly, perhaps. Maybe even a little wacky. Imperium's here. Who are you fighting? Ooh, Cabal? I want in on that. I hate these guys. I want in on that. This is definitely overkill to be, you know, deploying basically everything. But, you know, who cares? Who cares? It's just supplies. We got tons of them. Use our little dash to get up to the fight. I think they might have won the fight by the time we get up there, though, at this rate. Come on. A little speed up. Oh. Yeah, the damage on our beam lance is even better now. Insanity. Oh, the humanity. There goes gravity. Mom spaghetti. Gotta come out of phase one of these days, buddy. And that was the last mistake you ever made. Ripping pepperonis. Yeah, we're gonna catch none of that. Claim victory. Yeah, no thanks. I don't really vibe with phase ships that much. Just personal pref, you know? Mm-hmm. Oh, apparently we got some admirers here. Let's ask around. Ain't no natural, was it? Groombridge, huh? Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. That totally definitely wasn't the information we were looking for. Ha ha ha. Alright. Mm-hmm. Apparently we still don't have enough information to confront the guy about it. But, give me 1 second. So we just gotta find Groombridge habitat. I don't think that's here. Oh, it is here. I thought it was in a different system for some reason. Me big dum dum. Me big dum dum. Me no remember thing that I did months ago and I completely forgot about again. Yep, let's find the mysterious signals. Mm-hmm. Make it so, number one. Alright. We now have enough to accost the archon of Locale Habitat here. Let's head right back on over there and do a little accosting. We do a little accosting. I can prove it. Oh, I can see who really runs this place. Alright. Let's follow the Archon down to the safe house. Like I said before, if you want to read this, feel free now to pause and read. And I will be continuing on in a second. It is quite funny, if quite well written. Silicaroos, I presume. I do have a habit of poking around in other people's business. I have a message for you. We're gonna give her the message from the provost. Yeah, and we're not gonna ask too many questions right now. Alright. Back to Galatia Academy Station. Then we can start the quest to get the Kalachor archive from the hedge. From the From the anemones. I'm sure no massive fleets are going to accost us during this whole thing. Again. We gave those first guys the slip though. We gave them the old razzle dazzle. We hit the gritty on them and ran away. Can't catch me. Alright. Shorten the trip. I keep forgetting we have solar shielding and won't take damage from hyperspace storms. It'll just bump us around a little bit, which is fine. Alright, back to the academy. Oops, there goes gravity. Oh, it's Provost Baird. Hell yes, we're waving back to Alvis. Alright. Oh, continuation of our discussion. 100,000 creds. That's kind of piss money at this point, but you know what? It'll be worth it in the end, because we will... Oop, nope. We will be... getting them gates. Alright. How much time that's gonna save us? Having gate travel? It'll be massive. It's gonna be huge. Huge, even with a capital Y. Alright, hence why we gotta take piss money from the science nerds. Alright? It's for the good we'll get at the end of it. Be able to hop into a gate and pop out on the other side of the core worlds or other side of the sector. We find some of them gates that are out there in the middle of nowhere. Oh, somebody's getting jumped by the hedge. Piratas. You know what? I'm on business, otherwise I'd join you. But we gotta go talk to Ray and Arroyo. The Calm Directory. Ray and Arroyo, Senior Executive at TriTac. He's not a happy man. We'll visit him down on the surface. Like as before, if you want to read, take that time to do that now. Man, you got robot servants? He's probably got a sex bot too. Yeah, I need to break into the data vault of the Ministry of Technology Standards. Let's give him a moment. Yeah, I'll have a drink. Alright, so we gotta go back to Myasura, actually. And go to Port C. Port C. Please. Alright. Let's truck on over there. Well, that's a big ass Cabal fleet. Ooh. No, thank you. I mean, we could take him, but it'd be a pain in the ass. Hey, Gargoyle. You freak. Freaking weirdo, dude. Alright. Next step, we gotta go to Magik. We gotta go to Magik and pick up Gargoyle's package. Disgusting. We're a little weirdo. Like, man, you'll have plenty of time to play with your package when the job's done, Gargoyle. Alright? Now is not the time. But alas, I want them damn gates. Plus a special tool that'll help us out later. Special Mouska tool. More reading for those who are read maxing, those who are literature maxing. Alright. Captain R. Boring. Ha ha ha. Very funny. Oh god, what the hell's wrong with your head? Yes. Alright. Now we gotta do a sneaky. Alright. we've got to do is sneaky. We've got to put the thing on the other thing and not be seen doing it. We'll just head on over there and I mean, we put off a pretty big sensor profile, so hopefully we can pull this off. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to drop some ships. Yep, nope. Yeah, talk our way out of it. Can you leave us alone now? This may be one of those things where we've gotta drop some ships and come in here with just like a single destroyer. So be it. So be it. That's something we'll do a little later. Because that's going to be a massive pain in the ass to put everything, go put everything away. And come back here with what, like, yeah, a couple small ships. Zoom in there and do it. Yeah, we can do it. Let's head over to Mayasura, where we store all of our boats. And let's gear down for a stealth mission. Gonna be a massive pain in the ass to reassign all those officers and everything when we pick our fleet back up, but hey, gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. And we haven't taken a save for a minute, so let's definitely do that. It would be very smart for us to save our progress. So I don't have to do another, you know, repeat of 20 minutes worth of activity. That'd just be silly. That'd be just awful. Now, first thing, throw all this in there. And we can put our marines and all that away for now. And we're gonna put away 90% of our fuel and everything. And supplies. And most of our crew as well. Because we're putting away everything. Alright, we'll just grab just enough fuel. Just enough supplies. We'll take 100 supplies. And just enough crew. Let's boogie our asses over there. Now if we go dark, we ain't gonna cast a very big shadow. But I am gonna be definitely paying attention on this trip, because, well, we ain't exactly in a position to fight much anything. That's for sure. Oh, this is a bad time in its orbit. Let's see if we can inch in on it. I got 2 fleets around now. It's not like we're casting a large shadow sensor profile-wise, but still. Let's try and just... Ooh, no. There ain't nothing out here, buddy. Come on, get in there, get in there, get in there. Oh, come on. How the hell am I supposed to lead every fleet away from it here? You see nothing. You see nothing. We giving them the slip? I think we gave him the slip. Stay out of their little sensor range here. He saw something he didn't like there. Come on, is this our chance? Yes. Excellent. Well, if you want to read through that, I'll slow scroll. Alright, let's get the hell out. Nope, you don't see me. I'm John Cena. Bye. Have you tried being faster? Have you tried being faster? That would probably help you. Alright, back to Mysore we go. We're still taking big money hits as far as income, but oh. Cibola. Persian League just took Cibola from the Hedge. Very interesting. Hedge has been taking a lot of L's. Persian League a lot of W's. And that is definitely mostly my doing, I guess. Empowering the Persian League by beating up the Legio and handing a bunch of Legio planets over to them, but hey. Alright. Well, we got the archives. Let's go pick our ships back up. And our cargo. Alright, this might take me a minute, so I'm gonna go ahead and pause here and get everything resorted. Alright, there we go. It took me about 10 minutes of digging around, but we've got it. So, let's head back to the space nerds. Alright. Let's head back to the space nerds, tell them we got the thing they wanted. Got Get that thing I sent you? Oh, we might have to goof on these guys. Or waste a story point. I got plenty of story points. Uh, hegemony. Taxes. Gonna do an extravagant lie. Mm-hmm. And they bought it. Of course they did. And they're about to get killed anyways. Ha ha. You can't, pull one over on me. I'll weasel my way out of it. And back to the academy we go.
Captain, she wants to speak to you.
It's gonna give you a couple seconds each one to pause and read. Yada yada. Blah blah blah. Oh, another 100,000. That doesn't repay me for all the time it took to put the right officers back on the right ships and everything. You must be wondering what this is all for, Captain. Not really, the pay is good. Mm-hmm. Alright. I believe this is the point where we have to wait a little while. So, I'm gonna go ahead and pause the recording and then just wait a little while and see if we can get the next job. Alright, we passed enough time, it seems. We got another meeting with the provost. And gargoyle, of course. Oh, lovely. Project Ziggurat. Lovely. Well, first thing then is we're heading over to High Brazil to start asking around, asking some questions. Let's not fly right into the star, that'd be great. That'd be just lovely. I mean, we got solar shielding on, so it wouldn't really do anything to us, but it would still be a pain. Oh yes, I forgot. We have this troop transport now, and I built in a Marine Training Academy to it. So every now and then, some extra crew that we have beyond our, necessary amount of crew will be automatically trained into Marines, and some of the Marines that we have will automatically be trained to a higher experience level. So while we were waiting there, we got 60 crew members turned into Marines. So, luckily, I've got a Marine farm now. I make the Marines in my cargo holder free. They don't. The hegemony doesn't want you to know this, but the Marines in your cargo hold are free. All right. Well, let's start asking some silly questions around town. Hmm? Oh, he needs a favor. You want my help to run a convoluted disinformation campaign? Exactly. It'll be fun. Sure. Alright. So well, there's a pirate station here, so or a pirate planet rather. So let's just head right on over there. Ooh, excuse me. Said I was gonna blow my voice out today, and I'm getting dangerously close. Too much talking early. Yeah, give me money for him. Mm-hmm. What a shame that apparently everyone is an idiot to buy that obvious of a fake. Ah, I don't want to lose relations with people. I forgot to turn my frickin' transponder back on. Oopsie daisies. Mm-hmm. Callisto Ibrahim. Alright, well, off to Arcadia to talk to Callisto Ibrahim. Just a lot of schlepping around this go about, but we had to do the oh. Sorry, I had a little small about 5-second micro freeze there again. We'll go ahead and get this done so that we can get back to all the fun shenanigans we're planning on. Like, starting our own star empire, eventually taking over most of the sector. Oh crap. Well, we're putting these story points to good use today, boys. Good thing we got 40 something of them. I've been saving them. And I was kind of blowing up a lot of redacted artillery stations out in the middle of nowhere. Alright. Let's talk to Callisto. Mm-hmm. It is. I need to find out where she went. Mm-hmm. I'll find it. I don't know why that got burned to me so fast. Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with your little roid mining fleet there, buddy? Not a dang thing. I see purple and I start thinking that's the Starlight Cabal and but nope, it's Dictat. We got fine relations with the old Dictat, with the fuel company. No, we don't have Syndrian Fuel Company installed. Or Iron Shell. Alright. This is a ways out there. But we don't take damage from these storms anymore. So we can just cruise on through. If we had the gumption too at the moment, I'd probably would have stopped and explored some of those systems. I actually stop and look at this one, because this looks like it's got a water world or a Terran world. Salvage. It's a water world. And we do have redacteds in system, it appears. Minor supply cache. No thanks. I will hard pass on that one. Couple orbital habitats, looks like. I don't even need most of my ships for this. We'll leave a couple of the big boys out. Really, honestly, we probably could easily do this with just the flagship and like a couple of destroyers just to keep the aggro down, but there's no kill like overkill, I always say. Topographic data. It's polluted and decisive, but it's got extensive ruins and abundant organics. Oh, I just realized I didn't bring like hardly any frickin' heavy machinery with me. Unfortunate. It's a tanker. We'll go ahead and salvage that. Alright, now where were we? Oh, yes. We had a job to do. Don't you have a job to do? Don't you have someone to kill? Big points if you get, big points with me if you, know what movie that's from. Alright, one of my personal favorites. Gamma Zwan. Where we're going. Who the heck are you? Scavers. Scavers always jump scaring me having their transponders off. But then again, I should probably have my transponder off more often out here. Probably save me a couple headaches. But alas, I learned hard. I learned the hard way. Apparently. Only when it comes to Starsector. Or video games in general, really. Gamma's the wine. What do we have here? A proby. What you found? Yes, blah 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 blah. Whack 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 whack. All right, we gotta investigate a spot in hyperspace. Well, you know, we're burning daylight, so let's do it. That's a sensor ghost. They don't ever keep with you that easy. Unless it's a sensor ghost. Oh. Dictat just took Mythos from the Ludic Church. Dictat's been taking a lot of dubs as well. Oh, we are hemorrhaging money. But alas, once we're done here, we can probably between recordings do a decent amount of space trucking and maybe selling some of the mini stuff that we've got holed up and more than recover our losses here. And can't say that only having 5.5 mil is such a massive loss, you know. All right, so we're gonna pick up the ship. We'll give that back. We gotta investigate the alpha site. And we are definitely gonna use our story point, one of our story points, to get away from the dang old ship. And we're gonna take a save right here. We will take that save right here, and then we are going to use one of our story points that we've been saving up to get away from this thing. And this might be something we come back and deal with permanently at a later date. I just don't intend to right now. Detailed scan of unknown vessel acquired. Okay, it just harassed me. We didn't have to use a story point. That's fine. We are going to just head straight out this way. It's going to break off pursuit, if you can call it that. But we need to just keep heading up this way and keep sensor bursting. Because as long as my memory hasn't completely failed me. We actually repaired a D-mod on the Matsu. Yep, there it is. Alright, we got it. There's a stash of Omega weapons up here. Me believes. We just gotta get through the automated defenses, which fine by me. You know what, we'll just bring out all the cruiser size ships and bigger. Alright. This be the big boys come out to play on this one. See how quick we burn these guys down. That's one down. 2 down. down, 3 down, 4 down. Wow. Even quicker than I thought. What a shame. What a shame. Rotten way to die. I say as if they're not just robots. We got a cryoblaster, rift beam, 2 rift lances, a mini pulsar, and a shock repeater. A couple of those will most likely get used at some point. But let's go ahead and transverse jump the hell out of here. Game over, man. Game over. Alright. Let's deliver the ship first. Hell, we're even fixing the D-mods on it. Should be paying us. It's a Venture class cruiser anyways, who cares? It's not worth keeping. It's better to get the contact than to keep the ship. Personal opinion. Venture, you can find a Venture anywhere in there. Kind of a meh ship anyways. They're nothing special by any means. Hey, brought you your ship. Yeah, 100k and a good trade contact. For a frankly mid ship. Ooh. Got a whole bunch of cool ships here. I'll have to remember that. Not anything we're gonna mess with right now. I already have one of these that in my fleet that is all tricked out. It is very good. But I'll come and look more at their ships later. In the meantime, we're gonna head back. Oh. Oh. Gorgira Volatiles plant has been taken from Sky Nation. Or Psy Nation, I don't know how the hell that's supposed to be pronounced. By the Hedge. Rare Hedge W. W's for the Hedge have been very rare lately. Yeah. Sorry, I can't be arsed to deal with the Cabal right now. We got a job to do. And I intend to see it done. To the Provost. Yes. Blah 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 blah. Wop 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 wop. Wop 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 wop. Is that a phase coil? Is that a phase coil, or are you just happy to see me? Oh. 150k this time. Alright. That almost covers my expenses. Do we have to wait again? Must we? Well then, we'll take another quick pause and we'll wait a little longer. Alright, we waited a couple days and came back. It says it's urgent. Well, when is it not? Oh, so somebody's gotta go talk to the Hedge. So now we gotta go to Thule. And we gotta get the gate scanner from Scylla. I gotta scan some gates. Copy that. However, we've already run a little long, so I think we will finish this up next time. But thanks everybody for watching. Be sure to leave a like, maybe even a comment, maybe even subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye bye.